I personally, and even the party that I'm from, we believe in building a better tomorrow. And this is where I challenge everybody here, especially our person in government already. Civic education is a very big thing. Civic education is what is going to make citizens understand, one, why we need to vote, what is their constitutional right, and what they should be expecting from the leaders. So, because right now we've talked about the problems. Those problems we can talk about for the next 15 years. Yeah, but right now we should be looking at solutions of building a better tomorrow. And that's why we as KANU have been committing, ever from last year, we have been continuously engaging in civic education. So this is a challenge I pose to all other parties, and especially UDA, because you guys are the ones who have been convening a lot of things. There's no way you're telling me, yes, you guys call people to State House just to talk, but you did not educate them on, even them who want to become leaders, educate them on how to become better leaders. Right. So civic education is a very key thing. Thank you.
Ndegwa, Nesta?
Thank you. I think, first of all, UPIA should delete you from the party, because we part of United Opposition and Azimio. But I'm even...
She's speaking at me.
I'm even wondering why my sister wants to advise President Ruto. He has 21 advisors. If he chooses to listen, he would have already listened. I want to agree with my brother. We really need to talk to young people. We are not denying the fact that Ruto is trying to recapture the youth. We are not denying that fact. But I want to tell young people, if you're out there, this country has great potential if we only choose to see the light. And the light will be when we select leaders who are going to take this nation to the next country. There are people who have a track record. They can be able to clearly show us that this is what we've done. People like Matiang'i, people who have actually been in government, and you've seen them doing something. This is not the first time you're hearing about Ruto, whether it is previous cases, whether it's The Hague. We've already seen his roughness. And I don't know what you expected in 2022 to change. So young people, I'm urging you today, let us wake up. Let us take that, especially for the mass registration. We're going to be there, we're going to talk to young people, and we also want to encourage the media. Kindly give us this platform every time. Don't bring those politicians. They've already made it. Mm-hmm. But for us, we want to make it by talking to the young people every single time.
We promise you at TV47 will keep doing that. Thank you. Janet?
Okay, thank you. Maybe a little bit, I would like to actually advise the president, even if he's not advisable with his 21 advisors. We need the young people to be given dignified jobs in that labor mobility program being carried with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because you cannot really purport to creating or looking for jobs for an engineer in Saudi Arabia only to go there and become a shamba boy. That one really degrades even their self-esteem, and it degrades even the education in this country. So my parting shot is I've not had the time to speak up, because here my identity is with DCP party. So I'd like to do this parting shot. Actually, we condemn the kind of police aggression that we saw in ACK with Tima Church in Othaya, and we are here to remind the president, Rigathi Gachagua is a Kenyan citizen who has his rights and freedom to expression, and therefore the energy of our policemen and women should be directed to fight bandits in Elgeyo Marakwet, and also help our neighboring Somali to fight the Al-Shabaab. And therefore, let others be. With your too many brains there to keep boosting around, please leave us alone.
All right. Turunga, you go next. And do you think, because people are talking about converting votes?
Yes.
Yes. What is the biggest challenge? Even as you give us your parting shot, what is the biggest challenge? Because converting the youth votes appears to be a problem across board, not just for President William Ruto. Even the United Opposition, I'm sure, you're having the same challenge. How do we get the Kenyan youth vote?
So first, before I answer that question, I'd like to urge IEBC to include more voter registration centers. For example, in Lamu, we have a challenge where Lamu, in terms of landmass, is bigger than Nairobi, Kiambu, and Murang'a combined. Mm-hmm. But we do just have 2 voter registration centers, 1 per constituency. That's quite unfair. So I believe if we had more voter registration centers, the youth will turn out in large numbers to vote. So if you need to get the youth vote, this is what you need to do. First, make education free. For example, our education budget is 702 billion, right? So salaries is 387, universities, they get 85 billion, but then we don't seem to know where the 300 billion goes. Why don't we take this 300 billion and then we take all those money that CDF is disbursed and all that and make our education free? And then those who don't qualify to go to institutions like universities, they can do more of the skill work. For the skill work, empower them, teach them for free. And then after you teach them for free, introduce our grant, or rather a fund, not a grant, a fund where it will be giving them loans, where after their business is stable, they'll pay back this loan with a little bit of interest, which also will assist our economy to grow. So first, ensure education is free.
And you feel that making education free would change how Kenyan youth perceive this president? They would actually vote for him if he made education free?
I doubt. Telling the youth to vote for Ruto is just like me telling Ruto to raise back Rex Masai. That's totally
impossible.
If
he made education free?
Even if he makes education free, because he has had like 4 years, but then he has not changed anything. Because a lot of things are in a mess, not just education. Hospitals, for example, I have my brother who is so much agitating for the Kenya Kwanza regime. I have a friend from Lamu County who also is more of a Kenya Kwanza sympathizer in a way. So he went, had an accident. His father got an accident, unfortunately. So when he went to the hospital, there were no ambulance. That's one. So that's when I realized, by the way, systems are not working. You have been saying everything is working. SHA is working. SHA is not working. Unfortunately, his father ended up dying. May his soul rest in peace. But then I just need to tell everyone out there, yes, you might be in for this government because in either way you receive handouts and all that. But I need to remind you, when you are on the dance floor, you don't hear the sound of the rain out there because you'll just hear the music, the loud music. But then down there, people are suffering. That's just, so when you're on the dance floor, you won't hear the rain beating people out there because you'll be enjoying the music, the loud music and all that. So take a step back, gauge what is benefiting for our people. At the end of the day, we are not here for a short term. We are looking for generations to come, as we are youths. But then what's next in the next 20 years? We don't need to have leaders who will mess with the future of the next generations. We need a leader who will better the next generations and not focus on the next election.
Thank you so much for that. Aaron, what are your final sentiments about getting the youth, whether for the president or anyone else, to get the youth to actually vote for them?
First, before I give my parting shots, there's a real reality that the youths of this country must have. President William Ruto cannot employ everybody. And I would like to ask the young people, I myself am in the UDA party. I'm not employed and I'm not seeking for employment. I'm a sugarcane farmer. I'm investing there. Now, as a sugarcane farmer, I'm paid 5,370 per ton. And my money, I'm paid within 7 to 10 days after delivery. Number two, I'm a dairy farmer. Comparing the price in 2022, that was 50 shillings. Now what I'm being paid for my milk is 64 shillings per liter. So it's not just about these white collar jobs, but we can invest more in agriculture because that is where it has got a lot of money. Then my partition is, President Ruto might not be perfect, but he will be the best president that this country will ever had. However much the decisions that he's making as per now are unpopular, but according to me, how is thinking at least 15 years ahead.
Do you think that if he wins, that win can be attributed partly to the Kenyan youth, that they will vote for him?
Yes, yes. President Ruto will be voted by the young youths of this country.
All right.
Yeah.
Gabriela.
We are all advocating for good governance. And for us to achieve that, we need to be voted first, for us to vote good leaders, like in parliament. If we had good parliamentarians, not Tifa na utukufu kwa mtukufu rais, thing could be working for us. But now we have very useless 13th parliament. So for us to change that governance structure, we need to be voters first. Yeah, it is very fashionable now to attack Ruto online, but if we are not voters, how will we change the governance structure? How will we vote for good governance if we are not voters? So I urge the young people to go out there, register as voters, and let's change this country.
All right. Chebet.
Yeah, so I'll start by supporting her statement on we need to look at all the seats, not just the president. Yes. See, the constitution allows other members to check the president. The reason that our president is almost looking like a dictator with his moves is because we have very useless MPs who are supposed to be checking him. So when we vote in 2027, you vote for the right MCA, right MP, right governor, right up to the president. You don't just look at what the president is doing. Also, any national leader should do national projects. Things like Nyota Fund and the Hustler Fund targeted almost 4 to 5%. But 4 to 5% is not Kenya. You are not the president of 4 to 5% of Kenyans. You are the president of 100%. Any national project should cover everyone. And for the amount of tax we pay, Singapore should wish they were Kenyans. We pay 10 to 12% higher than Singapore. So this, it's almost a very useless notion that we want to be like them. They should want to be like us. We pay more. Yes. We should have more. And the idea that our economy grew by 5%, our taxes grew by 10 to 12%. Our economy should have grown as much as our taxes are going up. So, and finally, I think for the youth, there is hope. There has been a sentiment that has been said that wataiba tu, but we are giving them hope. We have upcoming parties like my party, National Economic Development Party, where youths are not just a section. We are not in the youth league. I am the deputy party leader of a party with very many other older individuals. And it is not youth versus the old. It is youth and the old for a better Kenya. Right. So every youth, go take your vote, register as a member of National Economic Development Party. Everyone will get a chance. We are going to have free and fair bidding for those seats, and no one is going to be denied a seat if they are popular. So it's not going to be your money talking, it's going to be your popularity and your policies that you want to implement talking. So there is hope for the future.
Very well said, Asante Sana. Let's sample some more views from online, and we'll see, because my director has become very generous today, being a Friday. Amesema anaweza tuongezea dakika 2-3 hivi. Let's see once again the question. We're asking from the youth, are President William Ruto's projects fixing your future or fixing his re-election plan? And will it be enough to convert the votes towards him come 2027? Let's take a look at some of what you're saying online. Jose Nduva, I think this one we had looked at, but once again anyway. Which projects now? Nyota project is fixing his re-election. Ruben Blessing, he should go home. Aya, wewe. Tumesema. Emmanuel Juma fixing his re-election. Dennis K.E. Ruto is fixing his re-election. And that's the question you're asking, yes? If he's fixing his re-election, it means it's working. Kimathi Kinoti, his election plan, of course. Kingo Nzioka Philip fixing his re-election. Stephen Kioko, those are handouts used as a strategy to wood young people. Mwenye akili, tazama. Ambiwi tazama. Yeah. Na ni Jose anasema nothing. He's busy campaign mode. Erickson Ngetich. Romario Nob, last week Nyota beneficiaries are already broke. I think tuliangalia hiyo kidogo. Lakini hiyo sasa ni makosa yao. Ratemo Vini, Sana anasema campaign plans. David Imailuk, election plan. Oro JP, it's all politics. Nicholas Njama, only for re-election. Do you have any other? All right. Nicholas Murray says fixing his re-election. Most people seem to agree that yes, he's definitely on campaign mode now. But then again, it's only 18 months to the election. Let's be fair to the guy. He is seeking a second term. Ogachi Derek, say campaigns, not projects. Meaning projects. Simon Bogwa, after Gen Z protest, leaders have come up with another strategy to woo the youth. Nyota Fund. Is it working? That's the question. Eric Mwangi, Ruto is not going anywhere. In fact, the constitution should be changed. Huyu baba wa taifa aende miaka 25. Hey, wewe Mwangi umeintroduce kitu ingine. The best president ever. Hey, okay. Kitonga storyline anasema it's fixing nothing. Not his re-election plan, not his campaigns. Manu Manuela, how can a politician fix your interest? Anauliza. Angeka tu question mark hapo mwisho. Adamson Muriki, is enticement program a project? Harrison Nyoro, the panic is luminous enough and the results are factual and verified. One term on a jet-like speed. August Mwarango says, remember he has been touring all counties or countries in the world for 4 years, doing nothing. He's back here, end of 4th year, touring all counties with World Bank loan, pretending to empower Gen Z to vote for him come to next year. Beware before you, beware before you fall in that voting trap. So it could work if it's a trap, that is. Issa Basil Matthews says he is doing what others failed to do. Period. Tuone kama tuna feedback ingine kwa simu. Tuone mnasema nini sababu. Anyway, sentiments are divided on this. Many seem to agree or disagree that he is doing more than just campaigning. Fred Mukua anasema today's youth are issue-driven, impatient and vocal. They don't want promises, they want proof. So yes, the projects can swing the youth vote, but only if delivery beats rhetoric. And I think Fred Mukua understood our question properly, because we're asking if it can be converted to votes. Whether it's PR, whether it's campaigns, is it possible to convert this to votes his way? Waziri Kiprotich says, dignified jobs, how? Relax, don't dictate on a region of emotions. Agnes Nzai, Ruto's projects can win over some youth who benefit directly, but unemployment, taxes, and cost of living matter more. Unless youth feel real change in their daily lives, the vote will stay split. And Frederick Ongera says, I wonder which SHA that is not working, or the one I used yesterday was something else. Oh, so for Frederick Ongera says SHA is working. For those who are saying SHA is not working, kuna ule anasema inawaka. Either way, do you think
should be among the should be among the
some of them just wanapanga wametumwa kama huyu niko
acha tuone nyingine hapa
kama
kama
unasema SHA inafanya.
Kuna nyingine hapa inakataa kufungua, imekataa kabisa.
Alikuwa kwa status SHA inafanya, SHA is.
So yes, what do you want to say, Janet?
There is something I forgot. Actually, our party leader, Rigathi Gachagua, is coming to Nakuru the end of this month. So I'm here to welcome him to Nakuru County as an official, and he should not be cowed by the sentiments that are coming from some of our leaders.
The question
because Nakuru County is for everyone.
Asante sana. But the question is, when it comes to the youth vote, because today we are talking about the youth vote, do you think Rigathi Gachagua is better placed to capture the youth vote?
Yes, because our party is anchored on kusikiza wa Kenya. It is also, in the same breath, we are there to listen to our fellow young people, and he's a good listener.
Okay.
So we'll be able to capture them.
Some good words for Lorere. Kuna Francis Lokolonyoi. Asaba Lorere, good work from Kinamba. Bishop watching. Say hi to her. Minority represented. So, kuna fan. Yes, Nego.
So, just one thing to encompass everything that we've been discussing today. Building a better tomorrow. When you're building a better tomorrow, where we look at short-term, middle-term, and long-term goals. If indeed Ruto did believe in building a better tomorrow, the thing is, with his execution, it's like telling a girl, I'll take you on a date, then unamfikisha kwa restaurant hapo kwa mlango unamwacha. So he's been, in the nicest way possible, blueballing us. But I would say is that if he indeed is building a better tomorrow, but of course I know we know it's a re-election bid, it is for whatever plans he has now. Ache vitu mingi. Let him first of all fix whatever he has initiated for us, so that as he's leaving, at least we have a ground on
hata kijenga yote
hakuna. It's good. The thing is, as you've even seen from what people are saying, everybody understands it's an election bid. So everybody already in the head, they know it's okay, wait for unachfanya.
Yes.
But it's an election
bid.
I
think we all agree.
One term is inevitable.
It's 18 months, people are seeking re-election. The other option is that, fine, and I think Chebet, you introduced this debate that we should think more beyond the president. 60% of MPs will not come back. Do you have a reason to re-elect your member of parliament as a young person?
Mine has to go home. Mine is going home. Wamoshomba is going home.
All right.
So first, I need to urge all youths out there. Personally, I'm going for Member of Parliament Lamu West. I need to urge all youths down there. If you believe that the change that you need to make, there's no leader in there can make it, seek those election positions, because what you see is not what other leaders see. The change that you want to bring is not what other leaders intend to do. Maybe some of them is just the greedy aspect. So also need to encourage all our youths. So we should mobilize to take this political power and take all the greedy leaders home, because 2027 will be a determinant. So 2027 is, I can put it as a do or die, because that's when now...
Not just for the president.
Yeah?
Not just for the president.
Not just for the president, because now we need to restructure, starting from the top to down there. We need like enough of all the talk and no work. We need now leaders who will work.
All right. And at least we have one aspirant. That's a question I never asked. Who else here in this panel is an aspiring politician, aspiring to be for election come next year?
Senator Nairobi.
Senator Nairobi.
Senator Nairobi.
Wow.
Go for it.
Yes.
Right. Who else? Who else? Yes.
Yes, I'm running for member of parliament, Sigawet Soin constituency in Kericho.
Which constituency?
Sigawet Soin.
Siga West Soin.
Yes.
Ah, congratulations.
We must support.
I vied in 2022, and I will still vie, like Laikipia North MP.
Like keep
Wow, wow.
All right. Chebet, no aspirations yet?
I will not have a degree yet. I'm in my 5th year of medicine and surgery. So, but I will ensure as many youth as possible get into those elective positions. We can start the change by, we will have our candidates and we will be their chief campaigners for
right.
spreading the good message.
Thank you. Janet?
Not yet, we are just working for the party to
Unajenga
ensure we
chama.
get the right
And by the way,
Maybe next year we'll have been make a decision.
Yes, very briefly,
Well,
because
Fred,
we are...
also, I would like to agree with my sister here. Regardless of all, we must change the parliament of Kenya.
Parliament.
The next parliament should
Waende
be
hawa.
filled by the majority being the young people.
Umesema MP aende nyumbani.
yeah. So the last, my last comment.
Very briefly.
Kiharu Tumbi anaweza
Political
rudi.
problems require political solutions.
Yes.
We cannot be saying we need change and we are not joining political parties, because at the end of the day, decisions are made in the political party.
All right.
So I need to encourage all the youth. We have DCP, the fastest growing party in Eastern and Central Africa. I need to urge them. Join us. We make the change that
Watu
we need
wanafanya
to
kazi ya
bring.
chama.
Because at the end of the
Thank you so
day,
much.
that's the party.
Allow me to thank you, Nesta,
They must go
Ndegwa.
party to look for the agenda.
Allow me to acknowledge all of you, Nesta, Ndegwa, Turunga, Janet, Aaron, Chebet, and Gabriela. Asanteni sana for all your contributions. After the break, we switch gears. Today is International Day of Zero Tolerance for FGM. So we're asking this question: as a society, are we doing enough to protect girls, or is the culture and are culture and silence still winning? Once again, as a society, are we doing enough to protect girls, or are culture and silence still winning? So my colleague Ano Dida will be in studio with her guest to discuss this, and kindly give, thank you so much for viewers for all the feedback you've given us. Please continue, the show is still on. So kindly give the same feedback to this question as well. Use the hashtag Morning Cafe TV47, hashtag World Vision Kenya. Remember, the conversation continues online, TV47 Kenya on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. It is TV47 Digital on X. My name is Fred Indimuli. Have a lovely weekend.